I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to end tonight at $29 of support for a brand new release that I just bought. I'm not doing it. Urban style individual.
What's up with y'all? Hopefully this video finds you in good spirits, and if not, well, at least you not DSP. And oh my goodness, here we are once again. And this is why I say Phil may get a win, but he's never actually winning, because at some point he's going to figure out a way to fumble it, whether it be machinima, whether it be Twitch, doesn't matter. He can make a ton of money one day, the next week or month, he's acting like it never happened, which brings us to right now. Now, he just made like $1,000, but here he is acting as if he's destitute. It's the same old song and dance with this guy. So let's get into it.
Here's the deal. We have one of two options. I've already played this game now for almost 4 hours today. I have a good amount to say about it. So we can either play it for another hour, or we could just chill for an hour. I'm okay if you just want to hang out for an hour and talk instead of play the game, if you think you're bored of the game. Because this is what happened on launch day for Donkey Kong Bonanza, as I played it all day, and people said by the end of the day they were bored.
No, people are bored of you. And I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but Phil, you're the king at striking when the iron is lukewarm. This game came out like 3 or 4 days ago at this point, but to you it's more important to stick to your schedule instead of recognizing that you are in the gaming industry and your schedule should be orbiting around what's going on in the industry. But you would like to act as if you are above everything, and this is how you get situations like this. That, and on top of that, you're boring.
I'm not bored. Like, I'm enjoying it, but we're not getting any support, and I'm wondering why. I'm having a good time with it. I wanted to do this mission right now where we take out the camp and everything, but is anyone going to support the stream tonight? I don't get it.
Phil never thinks to himself the simple answer sometimes. Maybe your supporters just don't have money, especially considering they just gave you $1,000 not too long ago. Most of that money coming from about 2 or 3 people. But he doesn't think logically about it at all. He thinks people are fucking with him because he's not getting no money. Look at his face. Don't he look like somebody that'd be in the alley somewhere asking you for some change? As sophisticated as he would like to make himself seem, he looked like a damn wino or a drunkard or something.
I don't know what you're talking about on Kick. I was playing the game. I don't even know what you're speaking of. So stop yelling and screaming. I don't know. I was playing the game. I wasn't involved in anything you're talking about. I agree. This is Mafia. I'm having a good time. Don't ask me why. We've got literally 2 people who contributed in almost 2 hours that I've been streaming. I turned on the stream at 6:45. Actually, I have been streaming for 2 hours right now. So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe, and this is just a theory. I can be wrong, but maybe OIC/Ryan is upset about you getting stiffed on that DSP tries it. Now, they did cash out. You was begging like crazy and they came through. And what did you do? You stiffed them. So now you got to grovel on your knees to appease daddy. You know how this goes, Phil. You've been doing this a long time.
Well, if you enjoyed the playthrough, why aren't you supporting it? Save us GTA 6. Right? You like it so much. Where are the people who are saying, wow, this is great. Thanks for the marathon of gameplay today?
Something is really wrong with this dude. You really think that people are supposed to fill your coffers every single day simply because you went to your spare bedroom and played video games? You yourself will even say that things have ebbs and flows. Yet, when you're on the downside of that flow, you act as if you don't know what's going on. How can, on one hand, you acknowledge the ups and downs of the quote-unquote business, but when you have the downs, you act as if the world is about to end? I can't believe this is happening to me. Dude, you just made $1,000. What are you talking about?
I don't think it's boring, Roy. I'm having a good time. Like I said, that was a good sequence. That felt just like Uncharted. It was kind of cool. It was a throwback because you don't have any more Uncharted games. It was good to have a sequence like that. But I'm not going to keep playing. People are just going to sit here complaining and then no one supporting at all. I'll just chill with you for an hour, seriously. And we can play more of this later in the week.
Now you see how bad he's chomping at the bit to get to that chill with Phil Begg segment, because he really believes in his heart of hearts that he's a podcaster. But more importantly than that, he believes that gives him additional opportunities to run his mouth and beg. Now you see him inching towards this earlier in this segment, and here he is mentioning it again. He would love to just turn his damn game off and talk about what he's going to eat for dinner.
If people are burned out because I played so much of it today, then we'll just do it later in the week, and I'm okay with that. But I want to do what's right and what people are going to care about and support. I don't want to be doing it and then get yelled at and say, oh, you really goofed. You played too much of this game and it's boring now. I'm just tired of it. Really, I am. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of just being told that everything I do is wrong when here I am trying to do, a full day of coverage of a new game for you.
No, we got Phil throwing a damn temper tantrum, crying like a damn baby. Who is actually yelling at you? Who? Put a name on it. And why are you framing it as if they're yelling at you because they have an opposing opinion? Every time he says this, I try to make a point to look into his chat to see where the quote unquote yelling is occurring. And I never see it because it's just Phil talking out of his ass, talking about he's trying to review or provide a service for the game for you. Like, Phil, playing a video game is not a service to anyone. It's a pastime for you. Okay. This is not anything that people 100 years are going to look back on and say, if it wasn't for video games, this wouldn't have happened. No, it's just another pastime, just like trading cards or just like going to the park. All right. Stop acting as if what you're doing is of high import. It's not. And this is one of the many things that make you look foolish.
Cotton Eye Joe did a $2 super chat. Thanks for the marathon today. Yes, all Mafia all day. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to end tonight at $29 of support for a brand new release that I just bought. I'm not doing it.
Now ask yourself, why would he say something like that? He's saying it as if he has a monopoly on force and he can just make something happen. Phil, you need to be very careful when you say things like that because that's very revelatory speech. You're giving us insight into your relationships that you have with some of these people, because we know when you say something like that, you're speaking to an individual directly. Oh, I see. I will surmise. Because look how authoritative he said it. It's almost as if a parent was telling you about your dirty bedroom. When I get back home, it better not look like this. I'm like, man, who is this dude talking to? There's no way that what he just said was meant for the crowd. That was very much tailored for an individual.
So whatever it's going to take to bring more people to the stream who are going to engage in support, rather than people just sitting here whining and screaming on Kick about something that I'm not involved in because I was playing the game. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. No, we're about 4 hours into the game right now. Four hours. Yep. How's the game? So far, it's good. I really like that last sequence. I thought it was fun. All right. So if you want me to continue, please support the stream. Don't sit there and complaining that, oh, the stream is boring and everything I'm doing is wrong. I'm covering the new game.
Well, they're telling you why they're not supporting it, Phil. I mean, what else would you have them do? That's the only real tools that they have to communicate with you. If they come into the chat and say something, you're going to say that they're yelling at you, right? So the only real other method they have to communicate what they would like to happen is to not give you money. I think they're speaking loud and clear. And I think you should listen.
Right? Which is what you want. So why are you complaining? Unless what you're telling me is that just don't do double stream days. Don't ever do the same game twice in one day. It's too much. If that's what you're telling me, then I'll stop doing it. But I thought doing this all day today would make sense because you want to get a good taste of what it is. In fact, we didn't even get to the gameplay until like the last 20 minutes of the first stream. Tonight has been all gameplay, which is...
Yeah, because you play every game like an old ass man. You move so slow, you fumbling through the menus, every little small mechanic that they introduce, you have to struggle with it first before you get any real mastery. It's just like not a natural flow of progression for you. It's very rigid when you play. It's almost like when you play, you're playing the alpha version and the game don't have all the features yet or something. It's very bizarre.
Great. It wasn't just narrative. All right. Well, I'm going to resume that. We're going to play for about another 45, 50 minutes roughly. And please support the stream. Like I said, if I end this at $29 tonight, it's not even explainable. It's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay? All right.
Look at how ungrateful he is. And Phil, this is why you deserve to live on this rat wheel that you created for yourself, this prison that you call your home. This is why you deserve it, man, because look at how you treat people. These people just the other day wailed out on you. You were on stream, drunk, talking crazy. And now you're a couple days removed from that, or not even a day removed from that, and look how you treat them. How do you think this is going to look to the outside world? How could this possibly be viewed as anything other than what it is, which is you being a damn asshole, man? So once again, the trackers don't have to do anything, Phil. All we have to do is record you. That's it.
I wonder how much more we've got, but it's pretty good. Like, I don't have a problem. It's the weird part about it is some of the audience today really liked it, and others in the audience are like, oh, I can't believe that it's just story and story and story. Yeah, because we don't get games like this anymore. They've actually had a decade or more of every game ever since PS4 and Xbox One. A whole decade where every game had to pack in as much open world boring content as possible. Like this game, if this game came out 10 years ago, it would have been this, but in between, you have to do a base takeover, or you have to fight a rival gang in the street, or you have to, you know what I mean, do a shootout, and it would just make the game 20 hours longer. Would it add anything? No.
What do you think your beg segments like this, your breaks, what does that do? Right? Because it's not gameplay, but it's adding to the gameplay session, Phil. So even though you might be playing for, quote unquote, playing for 2 or 4 hours or whatever it is, how much time are you actually playing? And this is why you're so inefficient. So it's rich for you to talk about bloat and all this other stuff, but your stream is the very definition of bloat. It's nonsense, Phil. All you're doing is recycling the stuff that you said yesterday and bullshitting around and trying to find little small ways to ride the clock and not play the game while still getting paid. And we all can see it.
I'm liking it. The pacing is fine. Like, I don't really have a problem. I'm curious what's going to happen with the story. It's pretty good. I don't think it's for everyone. I think that if you don't like Mafia-style stories, you probably won't like it. And if you're looking for tons of challenging gameplay constantly, you also won't like it. But for what it is, I am enjoying it. I'm looking forward to more later in the week. All right, guys? All right. So that is it for Mafia, the Old Country premiere streaming day. There will be more coming up. Thank you for watching, and enjoy. See you later.
Now we know what time it is. We've been here before. We about to turn that record button off, and the temperature about to go up.
Okay, good. I'm sure it saved. So guys, that is it for tonight. I got to get out of here. I stayed late to finish that mission, obviously. I have no clue what happened tonight. I have no explanation for why we got support at the very beginning. And since then, literally 3 legit super chats, and then 2 trolls, and that's it. And we didn't even top 30-something bucks. I have no idea.
Isn't it so funny when things are going well? You would think Phil was an Ivy League scholar, right? Who's on the cusp of curing some worldwide disease or something. But the second he don't make no money, he's a completely different person. Look at his body language. Look at his face. Look at him. He's so pathetic. He looks so defeated. And it's like, bro, that's not somebody's body language if you still have $1,000 in your pocket or in your bank that you just made a day ago or 2 days ago. That's somebody who took that $1,000 and blew it already, because that's really what he's thinking about right here. Damn. I knew I should have stopped at 13 pulls. Look at his face, man.
At this point, like, I'm not upset with the game. I think the game is good. I want to play it more later in the week, but I'll tell you this. I think this may be the final day that I just play a game all day like that, because I think that may be a major factor of what it is if I play a game all day long like that, there's burnout, and then people don't want to stick around to watch that game all day long. And I think that's actually what happened here. Is we had people who were excited earlier, but they kind of left and didn't stick around.
Phil, there are content creators out there who have their entire channel, and sometimes they have backup channels that are dedicated to one game or one genre of game, but sometimes just one game, and they manage. Here you are, the variety streamer. You have access to the entire gaming library. You're not pigeonholed into a genre. Yet here you are struggling. So I'm gonna need you to use some of that private schooling and that valedictorian and figure out what's going on. I don't want to hear this shit about, I don't know what happened. Well, then, if you don't know what happened, shut the fuck up, because we don't want to hear you complaining about it. Just get on stream the next day and keep it moving like you always do. It's no point of you stopping the streams the way you do and injecting your nonsense into the middle of the gameplay. And you don't understand how jarring that is, how it disrupts the flow of entertainment. This is why people hate commercials, Phil. God damn, you would think by this point you would figure this out.
And I think that doing the variety of streams where it's always 2 different games in one day may be working better. The only exception would be a marathon, right? If I'm doing a Mega Man marathon or something, and I'm going to play this all day, that's, that makes sense. But I don't think I'm going to be doing days like this. This is twice in a row, once with Donkey Kong Bonanza and now with this, that it didn't work. That the day stream did good and the night stream tanked horribly. Okay? So I think I've learned my lesson. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Correct?
He always coming up with some ditty or some jingle to tell himself to feel better about his failed streams. Phil, this is what you get for trying to push monetization to the absolute limits. You are truly trying to min-max monetization. I mean, you put a price on every goddamn thing. So this is what you get. But I have a proposal for you, Phil, because I've seen as of late, you would like to run your mouth for about a good 45 minutes or an hour while not calling it a podcast before you start your game. Well, if you think your damn content is so good and so worthy of being paid for, why don't you just paywall all of it? All of it. Start a Patreon and put everything on Patreon. I guarantee you it fails. Okay? What you need is to exercise some gratitude, some appreciation, and eventually that'll lead to more support. But as of right now, the way you act, you're going to keep a revolving door of 3 to 5 people who are going to prop your life up. And that's going to be to the extent of the capacity that you're going to be able to have, because you're not going to have enough people that are going to stay around long enough to tolerate your bullshit, man. Okay? You're insufferable, bro. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Urban style content. I'm dead.